It's finally here. Season of Strife has started in Call of Dragons. Now we are live into the season. This is basically an hour after reset. So at first glance, it doesn't look very different because you're still on your home kingdom, but you will now be able to enter the new realm, which is going to be the Season of Strife or the KvK realm. And here we are. Now you get teleported in the same region as your zone, and you can see obviously a lot of stuff happening. And if we look around, we have, other alliances in their corners as well, respectively. Everybody's starting to build in different areas, and we can see that in the middle here we have the dragons. So the zone is obviously quite massive, and you can get in from many different areas, as well as it obviously looks very like open field around here, but a lot of mountains around it. So there'll be a lot of different routes, a lot of different choke points. It'll be very interesting to see, as well as all the spires that are around it. So this is going to be an action-packed KvK with a lot going on. So first, you get into the season, what should you be prioritizing? Well, always it's going to be the prestige. The prestige is what will let you do policies. Now you'll notice that there's no more policies here. The policy stuff has disappeared from here. That is because it is now part of this. So this little icon up here is going to be what you are going to use a lot in this KvK. It gives you the timeline at the bottom, which shows you exactly how long it lasts. So until the 10th of September, basically, but battle is basically for a whole month. So it's quite fast paced. So there is a lot of stuff here to unpack. The first thing is, I said, season policies right here. So this is where the policies are. And of course, there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff here, a lot of new stuff which you can explore. This is a very interesting change from the previous one, as well as a lot of rallied army and garrison damage. So a lot more rally meta is going to be coming in this season. A lot of healing stuff as usual. And these healthcare stuff have been changed. Now you can see the hospital capacity is 50 million instead of back in the days where there was no limit, but then here it was limited to like 1.5. Now it's like 20 million, so much better than it was, and you won't be able to zero your entire account by mistake. Still limiting though, but 20 million is much different than it used to be. And you can see there's a lot of extra stuff here, like stamina bonus, resource healing cost. This one gives a lot of elixir and legion attack and movement speed. So there's quite a few different things here. Obviously every account is going to have different. If you have stamina problem, this is obviously going to be huge. Those are massive whales. If you're a free to play, this is 50,000 free healing every day. And if you're in between, kind of like me, this is probably going to be your best bet. Of course, prestige gained by 10% is also quite massive, so this is going to be stuff to look into. There is also obviously always the legion capacity, so this is always going to be one of your first priority. And interestingly enough, you can see the revive percentage here by 50%. This is where you get it. So when your troops die, having this lets you revive them after the season ends, because in rallies, a lot of troops die. So this is going to be something that is basically from Rise of Kingdom that has been brought over here, as well as a lot of different things like this. When leaving a city stronghold, Legion cannot be obstructed. This is a very interesting mechanic, as it allows for you to walk through legions for 30 seconds, which is a long time. So this is going to be very interesting to see. Now, the one thing you'll notice is, while there's a lot of really new and interesting stuff, there is absolutely nothing about long range warfare. So it seems pretty official now that long range warfare is dead and not coming back. So that is what it is. There's also stuff here, I don't even know that these are, but this is going to be interesting extra stuff. Again, the first thing you should be doing is this. So prestige gain, you should be gemming this all the way. Get prestige however you can, by killing darklings, by researching alliance tag, darkling forts, merit store when it's available, behemoth acolytes when it's available. Really right now it's a lot of darklings and donating, which is going to be the ways to do it. You should be getting this to max as soon as possible, because this is going to be something that stacks from the get-go, and the more of this you unlock, the faster you get strong. And there's really a lot of incredibly strong stuff in this tree, so you should really be focusing on that. This can be done later because it's not a priority. This can be also prioritized, so I would say these two are your huge priority, as well as a little bit of this. Now legion capacity is not that big anymore because we do have level 60 troops, as well as a lot of base troops, so it's not as big of a deal as it used to be. But this CP recovery and this basically work hand in hand, giving you more of the prestige. So very important that you do get this as soon as you can. Now, going over the rest of the stuff here, this is where the ossuary is. So this is where you'll see your dead units and how many you're getting back. And this is the store, the reward store everybody is very interested in. So you don't need to win anymore to unlock the 3-star skills. As you can see, they can be unlocked with this currency. And there's also going to be the merit store here, which is interesting. Now this currency, this is exactly how it works in Rise of Kingdom. You get this currency from achievements in the season. So you can see here there's personal, warband, which is basically your coalition, and realm. So you can see that if your entire realm has killed 5,000 patrols, you will get this reward, and there's already 3,000, so it goes quite fast. And obviously if someone in your realm has the flame dragon, you'll get this. So this is all given, everybody's gonna get it, of course, but of course the flame dragon will not be preferable by everybody, so if you lose the season, you're not going to be able to get it. 2 Necrogiant lair is also not available to everyone. You will need to contest other zones lairs. So this is where this special Hydra Amber comes from. Things that are hard, things that are going to be not easy for you this season. You'll need your alliance to win, or win partly at least, to get some of these, as well as gaining prestige, which is basically going to be you're going to gain by doing all the content of the season. So you need to be very active all the time to get this kind of prestige. If it can be just an AFK account. And then you'll see here that obviously you'll get the magma demon. This is also the reward compendium, so this is still going to exist where you get to get some of these things. And then there's one here as well. And obviously occupying the flame dragon with your warband will be giving you this if you have 5 million prestige. So this is where the big rewards are. Also 500 million merit in your warband. This is not going to be hard. You can already see there's already 89 million, so it's pretty much of a joke. But this is, this is how you're going to get this. And you can see that some of this will be allowed for people because even if you don't win the season, you'll still be able to get some of these and get to the real reward at the end. Also personal, of course, occupy village, all that kind of stuff. There's some really nice rewards here to be gained. Prestige, behemoth, all that kind of stuff. And then, resource healing. So using your resource healing is going to give you some elixir. So it is very nice, really rewarding. 15 million resource healing, you're going to get one of these again. So very interesting things. Merit, this is obviously a big one. 12 million merit, you gain 1. So this is a high achievement for sure for some people. And of course, this is the season achievement. So complete 20 conquest achievement to receive 1 random legendary hero. Nice. And 25 to get 1 ascension emblem. Okay, nice. These are pretty low value, still very nice though, of course. So you can see this is how it's going to work. It's about conquering, winning, doing different objectives. And that is exactly how you're going to be unlocking stuff. Of course, everything's still going to be locked behind Augurstone. Things are unlocked over time. There's obviously a little bit of a different mastery monolith. Like there's different things that are going to unlock because they're like season respective things. But there's still going to be, pretty much the same stuff that we've seen before. It opens up all the stuff, the gate, the legion, the villages, all that kind of stuff. So for those of you who haven't played Rise of Kingdom, this might look like a lot, but this is basically a simplified version of Rise of Kingdom currently. So it's quite straightforward. It makes a lot of sense to people who played Rise of Kingdom before, and it is a system that works well. There's a lot of stuff to look forward. Even if you don't win the season, you can still get a lot of rewards. You can still, maybe towards 2 seasons, you'll have enough of these. If you gain your merit and your prestige and all kind of stuff, you'll eventually gain enough of these that next season you can buy it. Now, for those of you who are going to win and get a lot of these, you can see here that they're not going to get scrapped. So they will be retained for use in the next season. So you will be able, like I said, to save up and spend next season. As well as if Rise of Kingdom is any example, eventually they will add more to this store. So it used to be in Rise of Kingdom that it took a while, but you got added some city skin. They were added here, so rare city skins that came from really rare events that you couldn't get anymore. For example, like the Zenith of Power city skins. Well, I don't think they're gonna come here anytime soon, but they could, or similar skins would give similar buff. This is one of the places in Rise of Kingdom that they did appear, so this is good information to have if you're stockpiling these for a little while. But in any case, you'll be able to buy these 3-star skills even if you lose. As long as you're active, you get your merit and stuff, you'll still get some points. And this is a really nice way of doing it, in my opinion. It makes it more equal for everybody to enjoy the content. Whether you win or lose is not as big of a deal. Of course, winning gives you a lot of rewards, but majority of the rewards are going to be still earnable by simply playing and being active as opposed to just winning. You will still be able to get, magma demons and stuff. Obviously, maybe not every one of these, but, occupying 1 magma demon lair is pretty attainable for most people, still gives good reward. And the flame dragon is really just a few of these really high rewards. Most of the other rewards are available for everybody, which is great. Now, lastly, a few things here. You can see, of course, the Wheel of Destiny is now live, and you get to choose which hero you can put here. So I've put obviously the 2 new heroes as well as Magrat and Goresh, which are, I would think those are pretty much the 4 best heroes to put here if you haven't maxed them out. Of course, these new heroes are going to be great. You're going to be able to unlock them in the future in other ways, but right now there is no other way of getting them than doing this. So this is one thing that you can try and do. Of course, this is more of a spender event, but this is the only way you'll be able to unlock these heroes right now. So the last thing I want to take a look at is the new alliance screen. Obviously, this is the Warband stuff, so you can see there's a lot of like different things have been added. Now, of course, donating to technology is going to be your priority because it is going to give you a lot of this prestige, and that's very important. But also, you have now this thing at the top here, which is a Warband screen, which is for the Warband that you're in. Now, there's not so much going on here, but it's very interesting to see. You know, this Warband allows you to ally with the other alliance, up to 4 alliance, as it says here. And this creates that everybody's sharing everything, the rewards and all kind of stuff. So it is a very interesting mechanic that allows things to move much smoother in that sense. So do make sure to keep up with that and keep up with all the other stuff that you have to buy. But really, this is going to be something that you're going to be prioritizing because you do need the prestige. And then otherwise, you will just go out in the world and kill Darklings. And it's very interesting to see you can get up to level 41 Darklings now right off the bat. So that is something that's going to be very, very valuable because it gives you a lot of prestige and it's much higher level, much higher XP and everything. So, you know, this is nice in the KvK. Everything's higher level and higher reward, including the pets. So that is going to be very interesting things to keep up with, as KvK has now basically been the meta for Rise of Kingdom for many, many years. And it is looking like Call Dragon is going to follow the same path. Let me know what you think about this. If there's any questions, anything you have about how it works, make sure to ask in the comments. I would be happy to help you however I can. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on my next video.